righty. All right, there we go. We are live.
All right.
Absolutely. Let's see. We got folks coming in. See, I see people in, but the number here is saying 0. So it's just not catching up yet.
It's well, YouTube got offended with your K comments. You need to go check out the video.
Yeah.
They were like, we're going to hide numbers.
Yeah, I did that. I don't know if you saw the video. Whenever I had, what do we have, like 50 subscribers? Yeah, 50 subscribers or something. Oh, let me turn that down really quick.
I see Coco and Chewy in the chat. It was a great show last week.
You just
Indeed. Yeah, no, I'm playing. I'm just turning down the volume. My volume was going from the other, from the speaker, from the video playing. I have the live one going on over here on the side. But yeah, I made that video at like 50 subscribers, and they shared the video to their page. And just from that one thing, I got like, 100 something subscribers. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So they helped out a whole lot. So
yeah, I think that was the very first video I ever saw of yours. It was.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was my wife's idea. So, well, we got some folks in, Coco and Chewy, always at every single live for everybody. So they are awesome. So glad you're here. Grumpy Picker and his wife Lori. We got. Where are you, Happy Picker? There we go. We got Happy Picker, Grumpy Picker in. Organic Poison Media. That's my boy Shane. I was on one of his. I was on a podcast with him, and what was it, like 3 hours long, 4 hours long? It was awesome. We had a great conversation talking about all kinds of random stuff.
Those are
Side Hustle Preacher in the house. So I know people will continue to come in. Housewife Thrift. They're going to be on next. Is it next? No, it's the week after.
Rachel's next.
Yeah, so next week I won't give everything, but Rachel and Drew will be on next week, and Housewife Thrift. Housewife Thrift will be on the week after. So Joelle, we're going to be excited to have her on and her husband. So it's going to be fun. Yep, and that will be. And then we have at the end of the month, Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker. I was making sure I had the dates right. So we're super excited to have them on. That's going to be a lot of fun. So. It's time. So it is 8:40. So we'll go ahead and get started. Just come in. As you guys know, I'll try to keep up with the chat as much as possible. I won't interrupt those if someone's saying something, but we will make sure we get every comment as much as possible. And what does it say? Amber is the star on top of the Pickin Preaching Christmas tree. That's right. Amen. So, amen. So glad to have everybody on. I know as everybody comes in, I will be answering questions. And guys, Josh and Brittany, if you guys want to answer comments or anything, if you're like, hey, you missed something, bro. So,
okay.
Let me know and just interrupt me. But just a quick thing. I actually just found out about you guys. What was it? When did you do your 3,000 sub live video?
Oh, that was from the last live that we did, huh?
Yeah, a few months ago we had hit the 3K mark. It was funny. We did the 3K mark and we lost 15 subs that night.
No, are you serious?
Like, yay, YouTube! And then the residuals come back up.
But it was funny.
So I was like texting some of my buddies and I was like, no, it's 3K.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
well,
that wasn't too long ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was that told me about you. I can't remember who it was, but they said, which I know you'll get into some of this. But anyways, just saying this really quick, guys. So I went on there live and I asked a bunch of questions. I probably bogarted the whole entire, as you guys know, I talk a lot. And they answered everything. It was super awesome. And the reason not the only reason, but the thing that motivated me, this isn't a joke. I watched their video. And it was shortly after, I think I immediately went into starting doing live videos because they were like, yes, you need to do live videos. It will help a lot. It will connect you with other resellers. And, with me doing video games, connect me with, other people that sell video games and collect and all that. And that's exactly what happened. And it's been a beautiful time. So
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Great.
That's really cool. Really?
So you guys did it. You guys, it's all you. So we appreciate it. But we're excited to have you guys on. Did I have that right? See, I don't know if I knew your other name there, Miss Flips.
Oh,
I didn't even know that.
Yes. On YouTube, that's Mrs. Flips.
Okay, there you go. Okay, well, we're excited to have you guys on. Flips, I always get tongue-tied. Flips,
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Flips, so we're excited to have you guys on. And if you will, just go ahead. And I'm sure almost everybody here knows who you are, but I know I have some people from like the gaming community that come in. So just share a little bit about how you guys started, you know, who you are, where you're from, everything you feel comfortable, what you know, full-time, part-time, all that kind of stuff. Just the journey, just share a little bit. And, you know, if I find little key points as somebody asks something, I may just kind of interject and you know, answer some of the comments and let you answer that as well. So you guys have the floor. Go ahead.
So I am Josh.
I'm Brittany.
Yeah. And we have been on YouTube for just now, I think 3 years, but reselling's kind of been in my blood since I was actually in elementary school. I used to go to the corner store. I would get Mountain Dew bottles and blow pops. And boy, they'd pay $0.25 per blow pop, and Mountain Dews would go for $5 a bottle. Like,
wow!
I figured out how to provide my own lunch money and get ice cream.
I sold candy at school. Was this at school?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got banned a few times.
I did too.
So,
that's amazing.
Our high school had Coke machines, and at that time, everybody wanted Mountain Dew. It was the extreme sport drink. Awesome. So I was like, this is the only place you can get Mountain Dew. So I've always had a knack for it. I got into antiques pretty early on. When right before we got married, I was doing it kind of as an antique side hustle, trying to make, you know, $500 a month, things like that. So it's always kind of been fun. It's been a hobby of mine. I liked learning information, stuff like that. But then I did, as so many others did, I started a lot of hobbies, by the way. I'm just going to mention that because she'll definitely chime in when I told her about reselling. And but I got on YouTube. I got on YouTube September of 2019, and I picked 5 channels, and I studied them for about 4 months before I listed the first thing.
Wow.
I was like, do I trust? I'd sold on eBay for like friends, you know, collectibles and stuff they had. But I said, I'm going to get on here, pick 5 channels of people who seem to have the info. And I'm just going to study. And I took notes and studied. And I think it was February of 2020, the week before the pandemic, I decided to take 5 things out of the closet and list them on eBay and go, can we do this?
Yeah.
So, and I was a full-time pastor at the time. She was
awesome.
A full-time leasing agent. And so that was how it all started. So,
yeah. And I mean, and for him, like you said, it was just a fun new hobby. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you know, have fun. I'm like, don't spend too much money on all this. You're just going to quit, you know, in a couple of weeks. You find something new.
Oh, I would tell her, I'm like, this just sold for $20. And she's like,
that's really cool.
Okay, what are you going to do in
like
20 days?
When you're bored of this. And
this sounds so familiar.
Yeah. So, but I actually took it as a personal goal. Like I actually did.
That challenged him because I was like, you're just going to quit. And I don't think I've ever really said that to you about anything before. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, have fun, you know.
Awesome.
I took it as a challenge.
So at that time, eBay was doing all their payouts through PayPal, things like that. So it was money that she didn't see. So I was budgeting from our account, my budget per month, making it all on PayPal. And then even though it was 2020, we went on a full expenses paid trip to Florida, down to off the coast of Clearwater, flights and everything. And I said, hey babe, eBay paid for all of this.
Nice.
eBay paid for all of it. All that hard work you thought I was going to quit on, paid for this entire vacation. So when we got back home from that vacay, guess who was checking out sold comps?
There you go. Hey, that's awesome. Wow.
This is legit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Are you still a leasing agent?
No. So I actually went full time before he did. We both like started working on it part-time together, and like I kind of really got into it, and I was in a spot at that job where I was not happy. It was not really a healthy work environment anymore. So I was looking for something different. But when I knew that there was a possibility of like, I could really do this like full time. Like I really think that I could replace my income with this. We were able to do that. Was it over a year, maybe a year and a half that we were selling part-time before I went full-time?
No, she ended up doubling our business, picking it up from like that September to that January. So I started looking over the numbers, and I'm going, and this is through 2020. I saw one comment there. Sourcing got tough,
it was 2020.
But I got scrappy. I went on the neighborhood apps. I was going, who's redoing their kitchens? Who's cleaning out garages? Who needs help moving? I became the volunteer to help them move if I got to keep everything they wanted to throw out. And so we figured out ways to inventory. She got really good at, learning different SKUs and lines. And then before I'm looking at it, I'm like, you've doubled what our sales are. So do you want to start pursuing going full time? Mm-hmm. And that was a big leap.
Yeah. But I mean, it lined up, really, really well. Like the door opened, they kind of opened the door at my job for me to leave, or at least I saw it as an opening to leave. And I was like,
you're like, hey, there it is. Let's go.
I was like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in my 2 weeks. I'm gonna see y'all later. And that's pretty much what happened. It was December of 20. Yeah, you started in February, and it was December of that same year, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that same year that I was just like, okay, nope, I can do this.
Yeah, so we finished up that year right under 70,000 in sales.
Wow.
At a part-time capacity. Really going after it. We dedicated a spare room as our office. Guys, I encourage.
This was when we also had one kid at the time.
Yeah.
One child.
Sure. We've used our children's closets and
we took away our son's playroom, and that became our eBay inventory. Mm-hmm. But and then life went for a whirlwind. It got really fun, really crazy. It was through 2021. She had been going at it full time. Things are going great. Love our church. I was an online pastor and missions pastor for all of our ministry and stuff. And God had just really laid it on our heart to adopt this little boy that we were connected with his family. His grandparents were raising him, things like that.
Yeah.
God just kind of put it on our hearts. And we got custody of him in September.
That's awesome.
Well, in August,
right before then,
I sat down with my pastor, and he was just kind of talking about vision. And I had almost worked myself out of a job as far as building teams and things like that. And he goes, well, what's your next adventure? And heartbroken, God really confronted me with something. He goes, hey, what's a bigger calling than even ministry? It's being a husband and a father.
Amen.
And I was like, I'm about to change my family dynamic. We are making enough money. We'll take a cut, of course.
Yeah.
But let's tackle this full time. Let's be family focused. Let's be God focused.
That's awesome.
And step into a role, because you probably know when you're working in ministry, it's different going to church and working at church,
Yeah.
I hadn't gone to church with my wife in 8 years.
Like we're there together, but we don't show up as a family together working.
Yeah. Wow.
So then September, we get custody. We're both full time. We are just ready to bust at the seams. And then she ends up pregnant a month later.
I know how that is.
So we like to say we went from a family of 3 to a family of 5 in 10 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And full time reselling as a couple. So it was fun.
Yeah. It's like, what the heck happened? What are we doing?
How old was the one you adopted?
At the time he was 3.
And our oldest was 5 at the time. Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love that. It's funny. I was just saying, I'm so glad you guys were bringing up ministry and everything, which I knew you would, because I couldn't remember exactly what type of ministry you did in the church, but I knew you did some type of pastoring, a youth pastor, something I couldn't remember. That's why you were recommended to me. But I just looked at Amber, and you're talking about adoption, and I said, I always start before anything. I always start with the gospel, and I didn't do that. But so I'm just going to say this real quick. What you said there, adoption. This is something, we preach on a lot, and, whether, you've done it or not, this is the spirit of Christ is adoption, because, I was separated from God, and he adopted me as his own. And, without going into all the Jew and Gentile, he adopted me. Yeah. And that's what you said. I just thought that was just really neat to hear that. So with that being said, I would like to share the gospel, because I did not share that. And that's what matters most. So I apologize, guys. So as you all know, as I've said before, we've all sinned. We've all come short of the glory of God. If you ever watch Ray Comfort, one of the things he always talks about, he goes through the law, and he talks about these different sins we've all done. And even if you've only done one, or you think it's a little white lie or whatever, one sin, we're guilty of them all. And because of that, God is holy. Now we're not, and we're cut off because of our sin, and he's just, and we don't deserve righteousness. We don't deserve to be given a gift, but out of his love for his creation, even though we were set apart as enemies, he still sent a son to die for us, that we may be saved and reconciled and adopted into his family, into his fold. And so if you don't believe that, I want to encourage you. That's the only means of salvation. There's only one way. It's Jesus Christ. If you have been thinking about these things, obviously you can contact our friends here. You can contact us. I always put my email up here. I'm going to put it up here. Or if you just want prayer, maybe you're a believer, maybe you're not, and you just want prayer, whatever you're going through. But what matters most is that you know Jesus, because this life is passing away, but eternity is forever. And the hard things we don't want to talk about, separation from God, is eternal judgment. And we don't like to talk about it, as hell, but then there's eternity in heaven. And I want us to all know that we can have an eternity with the King of Kings, and that he can save you. So I apologize I didn't share that. It's so weird for me, because that's I guess I just got in the moment. We were just talking, but what you said, I thought that was so cool. But that's the reason somebody said, you're a pastor. And I was like, oh, okay. And by the way, if you can go up to, we have a few pastors that watch that are resellers as well. There's a lot out there. Yeah. Side hustle preacher. He's in the house here now, but he said something earlier. If you go up a little bit more, he mentioned, there it is. He said, typical pastor's wife comment. So
I don't know what
it's talking about, we'll see how that goes or something, because you're talking about how many.
Oh yeah, she's like, yeah, you'll pick up something new in like 2 months.
Hit Lori, Mama with the camera. Mama with the camera said, "What a pleasure to have two great couples."
Yes, Lori is so awesome, and I saw Mountain State picker Jane in the chat.
That's right. Yeah,
such a
great support.
Awesome.
Always good stuff.
Wes is here.
Wes Malone. Good. He says he's in here ready to. He's probably ready to win. Happy. LeJen was here. So if you guys know Jen, I don't know. Are you watching the game? Because I know she's usually watching a game of some sort. So, but always comes in to stop by. Housewife Thrift is going to be here next. No, I'm sorry. 2 weeks from now. Is that her name on Instagram too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys are on Instagram, you can also check out Housewife Thrift. She's always putting up funny reels and informational reels as well. So
she's been getting some fire stuff lately.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. So
hey, and you, just so you know, Keith, you never have to know a schedule. You just make them come back every week. She's going to be here one of the weeks, so just keep tuning in every week.
Just keep checking in.
Eventually,
you're like, Harry Tornado will be here one day. You just got to keep tuning in every week.
Harry Tornado. That's good. Just keep coming in. That's right. Mr. Beast is coming in 2 weeks. Maybe after that at some point. Yeah, absolutely. A Happy Picker said reselling would definitely be a great side hustle for preachers. Absolutely. And, depending on, what kind of, sometimes big churches, small church, some don't make it, we're a small church. So, I went in just I wanted to serve the church, but then the church said, no, we're going to pay you. I was like, no. But I was like, well, the Bible says I'm supposed to be, so I better not turn it down. I'll probably be disobeying God. So they paid me, but still, it's not enough to provide for, my large family. Yeah, 6 children and my wife. So this has been real great, and it was a side hustle as well, as I had a landscaping company. But now I can focus full time on ministry. And I thought that was so awesome what you said about family. I want to make a point here. I've heard a lot of people, and I've done it, is I had to, go and serve my king, and go preach and win souls to Jesus. And all the while neglecting my family, which that's the greatest disciples I have.
Right.
And so you saying that, I thought that was just a real humbling, transparent thing to say. So really cool. So every Christian in here that loses that focus, your family, that's your first and foremost focus there.
Yeah.
So, other than, serving Jesus, but that's the way you can serve Jesus. So.
And that's what we encourage everybody, as believers. You don't have to be a pastor. You get to pastor your family first and foremost.
Absolutely.
That's who you're leading. But guess what? You can be a great Christian plumber,
that's right,
salesperson, all those things. Don't put that much weight on yourself, because you're doing the things to provide for. We just looked at it. We both come from broken backgrounds and stuff, and we were just like, let's change the dynamic of what our children see.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
that's super awesome. Organic Poison, Shane said Lakers, so they're watching the game too, taking an L tonight. So Jim just said, you watching the game, Organic Poison?
I got a question.
Yeah, okay, so she has a question, and then I have something to go over.
Yeah.
So what does your typical week look like? Does one of you hit up the thrift stores? Do you do garage sales? What's your favorite, place to source? And then do y'all split it up? You stay home with kids one day and he goes out, because we're still trying to work some of that.
Yeah,
we got a little baby, so I gotta stay here.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll let you start that.
Well, I feel like every day and every week is different. I'd love to have a set schedule and say, on this day we go to the thrift store and this day we do that, but it just does not work.
That's right.
But as of right now, our oldest is in school, the middle, he is in preschool half a day. And then our youngest, sometimes she's with us, sometimes she is with grandma. So it kind of just depends on how many kids we have that day, of what we're going to do. So we'll have some days where nope, we're going to, stay home. We're just going to, nose down, work on getting listings done. Or hey, you're going to run this stuff here, I'll stay home. A lot of the times during the week, if it's going out to thrift stores, we do go out together, I'd say majority of the time. Because we have the FOMO of the other one going.
And it's a fun work date. Today, we had no kids till 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And, I stayed up late working on some Facebook Marketplace listings and stuff. And I said, hey, let's just go have an easy day at the thrift store until we pick up our middle child from preschool, And so we just do that to get out of the house, grab coffee, and
And we won't usually take all of them to the thrift store. That happens maybe once every couple of weeks.
We've done
but
that.
a lot of times
I have a video on that. Yeah, there's a screaming baby, one kid picking up toys, the other one complaining he wants to leave.
We know how that is, trust me.
Our preschooler, middle one, we'll usually just take him, we'll pick him up from school, and then we'll maybe sometimes grab lunch and hit a couple of thrift stores, before we get the other two at the end of the day. But so probably thrift stores during the week, and then Saturdays we do really love garage sales. That's where it gets kind of hard, because it's garage sale Saturday, but then it's soccer Saturday.
Oh wow, yeah, so lots of stuff.
That's just fitting in garage sale, really him fitting in garage sales when he can, if he gets up early and leaves and then meets us at the soccer field. We're going to see how that works out this summer, of attempting to garage sale with kids
with a stroller, and
he's like, we can do it.
Yeah,
we can do it. He's like, it's gonna be fine. And I'm like, what, like changing diapers and feeding? Like, what are we gonna do for Nat? You know, I'm just all of the things that don't make sense when you have, you know, a 10-month-old and you know little boys who don't really want to be there.
I think one of the things that we learned in this last year, because you know, you guys are probably feeling it now, but it is tough. And I see a comment down there. Understanding the perspective of your season you're in is very important.
Yes.
Because you can start to feel depressed or down because, you know, it hit me. Business was so good. We had all this time. Now we don't, you know. I wanted to start our live shows back up, but guess what? We had a baby that's screaming every 3 hours, and you're like, I don't want to be like, hey guys, we'll be back. You know,
just wait about 5 minutes, maybe 20.
So what it did teach me as far as reselling goes was different ways to get more sourcing done on the allotted time I have per day. So networking locally. Let people know what you do.
Absolutely. There you go. That's very much key.
So every week, I'd say roughly, we get 13 to 20 bags of clothing donations for free.
Wow.
Because of a connection that we've made with another thrift store that can't handle the capacity that they get.
Oh, that's awesome.
Picky.
They're very picky on what they want to sell.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've pulled out starter pullover jackets. I've pulled, you know, we pulled $100 bottle of cologne. And so we do it as a resource for them. They need it gone. And I take it and help out another privately owned thrift store.
That's all. That's really good. Wow.
We volunteered, like I said, through the pandemic. It's helped out with friends and family now. So I'm helping another couple clean their house out. Their mother had passed away. They want to take over the home. They didn't want to do it in their time and their pace. So they want to go room by room. So now I've gotten the bedrooms worth of stuff. I got to go pick up the garage, you know, stuff now.
Yeah.
And then I've also been working. I got connected with a house flipper. So he buys the houses as is.
Yep. We've done those. Yeah.
We got grails.
Yeah. We got a bunch of video games that were like for free, like $4,000 worth of games. So
I just picked up a couple weeks back Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 and N64 laying in the floor.
There you go.
It's a house I didn't even do. They just wanted me to go see if I wanted to take the job. And I was like, no. And she goes, well, grab whatever you want.
That's what happened. I didn't even get the job. They gave me all these games. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So just the way that you can network. Don't be ashamed of what you do. Like, let people know. You would be so surprised at how many people don't care what it is. They want it gone.
Yeah.
And if you can help them out doing it, you're providing a service for them.
That's right. So to say something on it, I wanted to say what was it Lori that said this? Yeah. So I'm looking around my camera. She had said, I'm looking around my camera. Saturday garage sales with kids. I think this was the comment you were talking about. It's so hard to juggle, and it's just you doing it yourself. I made my video was very comical, and I do this. I like to do satire and funny things, but something Caleb of Phoenix Resale, he actually gave really good advice, and it's exactly what you're saying. He said, fine, you know, a lot of people were going to thrift stores, you're going to garage sales, but that gets dry. That sometimes it's just bad, and you may be getting stuff, but it's not enough to keep you motivated. Yeah. And what he said was that connection is finding people, and they may not always be there, but you may get a call for an awesome pickup. And you know, like you said, we got that call about the house clean out. We didn't even clean the house, right? But we got all these games, and that's something I'm actually trying to do. And he Caleb does that. He is connected with all these game resellers, and they'll give them stuff. They'll give them better value. Just one thing that my wife mentioned at I have to be careful what I say, but at one of the video game stores locally, the people who run it, they'll sell or give games to people that just sit around in there and resell. And so there's a few people that are there nonstop, and they'll get it for low value, and they'll just flip it. They'll just quick flip. And so something I'm trying to do is sit around in the store and connect with those people.
100%.
Just to get it, because they're not looking for full profit. So think of new ways to
mention, like people who bid on storage units.
Yeah, that's right.
We do a lot of that. We do a lot of storage units as well, and that's even paid off. I just did a storage unit for a family that retired and moved to the beach, and they were tired of paying on their old stuff.
And that's what Lori said. Networking is so great. I have a friend letting us come pick up her garage sale tomorrow. So yeah, find people that like you said, do the storage units, or they sell furniture and then they get, all this other clothes. And like, I don't want to mess with the clothes. Or well, we have a guy that does a lot of homeless ministry in poor communities, and he gets donations given. Yeah. And he lives in Virginia? Well, now he lives in Tennessee. Well, he sent back one of the men from our church, one of the families from our church, a tub full of consoles. He's like, I don't do anything with this. So making those connections actually is very, very, very important.
I got contacted by a guy that told me 2 years ago he had a bag of Harley shirts and concert tees.
Wow.
And he texted me just the other week. So a passing conversation that I get a text back that goes, I went through my closet. Here's all those clothing, shirts. And we did like a huge whatnot auction on all those shirts because we had got them once again for free. I didn't mind selling them all off for $5 a piece. Let somebody else make some money, have some fun.
Go. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, just make that, and don't be afraid to talk to people. Housewife Thrift actually asked.
I think that was the comment.
Oh, maybe that was the comment you were talking about. Seasons. Do you guys find as a couple? Was this the one you were talking about earlier?
No.
Do you guys find as a couple that your schedule changes depending on the season your kiddos are in? For example, in school versus not in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, really, I feel like that is what determines our schedule. Like, is our kids really, what's going on with them and just working around, and if it's a really busy day and we need to get work done, it's like, okay, well, let's chug an energy drink and stay up late tonight because this is the time that we have to work because they're all asleep now,
That's right. I get a lot of stuff done at night, so.
Yeah, so does he, I mean,
Coco said the same thing. It's not impossible, but not so it's
very difficult.
Not easy. There's a preacher. He's real old fashioned, but his name is Denny Keniston. And he was up in the Northeast. And one of the things he talked about, of course, it wasn't about reselling, but he said a lot of times too, like you said, your family's your first ministry. Sometimes, like I may not be able to make the most money, but he said where you're storing up treasures that really matter is sowing into your family.
Yep.
And he said, training them, then you're training them how to be good as they get older too. And I'll admit, I fell at this because I get distracted. I'm like, no, I need to get this done because this is where the money comes in. But it does. I mean, based on what a lot of people said, I think it does pay off to spend that time and train your kids. It's difficult, because they're not thinking like you are, bills and stuff.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And then that's something that I personally struggle with, because this, doing this full time, but then having more kids, it's like, okay, well, we're not financially where we thought we were going to be when we went into this full time because things change, So that's something that I struggle with is like, I can't give them financially, all of this extravagant stuff that like I want to, but knowing that they don't appreciate it now because they're 7, 5.
That's right. They don't get it.
But they will later, look back and appreciate and understand how much more time they got with their parents than a lot of other kids did.
That's right.
We try to keep that perspective in front of us to go, hey, when our kids are teenagers and they're talking to their friends, they'll start to realize like my parents were there for me every day when I was home, when I needed something, and I was like, right now it's normal to them. And that's great. I'm glad they're experiencing that as a normalcy.
Yeah.
But we try to show them like we're pouring into you something rare that a lot of people don't get. Yeah. And so, with our time, I'm not going to get this back. I can give them everything in the world, but if I missed out on the time, what did I really gain? So.
Winning the hearts of your children is what really matters. See, and that's really good because I do think there's a lot of what I've seen with a lot of resellers, and I know not everybody's has families and stuff, but a lot of people, they want that. They want to, even if it's their brothers, their parents, their cousins, their wife, husband, whatever. It's very important. Lori, I don't know if you saw this. Said what I found though is God rewards our faithfulness when we are faithful to what we can do and what we do have. He rewards that and multiplies our efforts. I heard somebody say to me once about ministry, says, obedience or action is up to us, but results are up to God, and God always rewards it.
That's so true.
And I know not everybody's a believer, but once again, encourage you that there is. I mean, obviously there's struggles and we suffer in this life, but we suffer whether we believe or not.
Absolutely.
I challenge people just to get into the Bible if you just want leadership and business advice. Like, absolutely, I challenge you. Like, absolutely, man. And shout out to Anthony, who is another local here in VA.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He was on a live with Rachel, and I was like, "You live like 25 minutes from me." Yeah.
You guys need to meet up.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. He said he just tried to win an online auction, and when I clicked place bid, I got signed out.
No one around here. They probably just canceled the auction anyways.
Oh, they're rough around here.
Oh, Shane said something really cool. He said, everyone in the chat, if you're on a mobile device, shoot this live link to a friend, see if we can get 5 or more folks on in this stream. So, yeah, absolutely. Thankful for everybody in here, of course, but if you can, get more. Hey, look, we got some Charles Couch. Hey, Pickin Preacher, Arkansas Picker put me here. Keep it up. Yeah, Arkansas Picker was on here, 2 weeks ago? Or was it? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Something like that. 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we got folks from him. He's a great guy. He's always connecting with people. So I need to say something really quick because I know a lot of people have been wanting to know about this giveaway. Let me read this really quick. Bible Vet Picture said, just wanted to pop in and say, hey, I've been super busy, so I won't be on too long. But, well, good to have you, Caleb. It's good to have you here. Tonight is the night of the giveaway for this game. I am putting this up here really quick. If you want to do this really quick and enter in, I will put you in. Just go comment on the video. I'm gonna be doing this giveaway. Well, if you win, then we'll get it right back. So
exactly.
So she said, so we can sell it.
Yeah, let me win.
Like, my name's not on the LLC. I will.
This is a $300 game, so if you haven't entered, you need to enter. And I'm going to all it takes is taking a picture, share it to your social media, and comment on the video. And I've never looked better than this picture. Where did I put up the link here? So I'm putting up the link. So if you do that, I'm going to be looking in, and I will put in the final names at the end. And so comment and share. And at the end, we will do this. This will be the last thing for the night, which will be closer to 10, and we'll do the announcement for the winner. Yeah, absolutely. So definitely check that out. Side Hustle Preacher says, GameStop told me stop Panhandle when they rejected someone for selling an old Xbox in mint condition due to age. I offered to buy it and they got mad. Yeah, they
rejected it.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But they call it sniping because I did that once and I wasn't meaning to. I just walked outside and I saw a bunch of games and I said, hey, can I look at it before you go sell it? And
but that was after they rejected.
Oh yeah, see that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Like, you already rejected the deal. Like,
you don't want it, so why do you care?
Yeah, I know, that's weird. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe it made him look bad. I don't know.
Maybe.
Side Hustle Preacher said, my kid is 17. I'm always available now. Yeah.
And see, that's one thing I remind my wife on. I was like, sourcing will look so different in just 5-6 years from now. You know, when all the kids are in school, and we're just like, what do you want to go do today? You know?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Austin Pilgrim. So we got somebody from Thailand or in Thailand. He's one of the missionaries from our church.
Oh, very cool.
He mentioned the Kennistons. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, he's Denny Kenniston. He has a really good one on the family series on the family and what matters most. And really, really, you might not agree with everything, just like any preacher, but very, very good. But Austin, is over in Thailand. So thanks for coming in, brother. He's a great guy. So godly man too. Housewife Thrift said, is that 10,000? 10,000% true. My mom, what was that? My mom, okay, go ahead. Yeah.
My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and that was truly the best gift she ever gave my siblings and I, with all the time and love she poured into us over the years.
Absolutely. Wes Malone said, my kids won't pass up a yard sale. Yeah, my kids love to go, but then
his kid Arkansas Picker.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, that's because his kid is Arkansas Picker. So if you haven't checked out Arkansas Picker, go check him out. He's mostly video games, but really he sells all kinds of stuff, and so does Wes. So glad to. I didn't even think about that. Thanks for reminding me. Organic Poison said GameStop needs to stop that monopoly. Absolutely. So neither one of us have teens. I guess. I mean, you guys don't have teens, right? How old's your oldest? Did you say
7.
Okay, so see, ours is. Oh, see, Arkansas Picker's in here. Yeah.
He knew we were talking.
Oh, okay. His ears were tingling. So, says sourcing with my teens is funny. They go buy Nerf guns for themselves while I source.
So you could probably resell them after they're
Yeah.
done playing with.
Yeah, that's right. Nerf. I hear a lot of people will resell Nerf. I just don't know anything about it. Do you guys ever sell Nerf guns?
We tried for a little while, and it's kind of a challenge that I've done for a while, especially if you want to have a wide variety in what you sell.
Yeah.
I would pick up a SKU category for 30 days and study it hardcore. Find the fastest sell through, best ones to look for. Because I was like, I can't buy every Nerf gun, but I'll buy these 3 styles.
Yeah.
So I kind of did that. So I tried a bunch. And then we sold a bunch for $1 at a yard sale because you shouldn't have bought them. But
yeah, we know all about that.
But I'll try to do that with all kinds of categories. I did that with Nerf, I think, about a year ago. And you just go, all right, so if I do see these, I don't want to pick them up all the time, but I will pick up these 3 styles.
Sure.
Yeah.
We kind of discovered that with Hot Wheels real quick.
Yeah,
Like just really the demon ones.
Yeah, the demon ones, which is fun, Pickin Preacher. But that doesn't mean it's not demonic. But the demon Hot Wheels, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We went to a yard sale or a church sale, and they all sealed $1. They're still on the card. And we got one of the cheaper ones, and it sold for $90, I think.
Yeah.
Paid $1 for it. And so, like you said, I'm only going to look for certain things. I'm just going to, because otherwise you're wasting a lot of time just, spending too much looking for something. So you guys sell everything, or are there certain things you focus more on?
Just about. We've started eliminating SKU categories. Just because A, you'll realize what you're not passionate about, and B, what you hate shipping and getting returns on. So we started. I actually started with shoes. I had a good knowledge of shoes,
shoes,
toys, things like that. She came in and really I was so against clothes.
I wasn't about clothes in the beginning.
It switched.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
So we do clothes now.
Yeah.
Before we did literally I think any and everything, but now we've kind of eliminated pretty much all glassware. It has to really be top dollar for me to say, okay, I'll ship it, because it's just, it takes a lot of time, and it's just a pain, really.
You ever have any break while shipping?
Oh,
yeah, when he
that's one of the things Amber's don't get breakable stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I do a really good job of packing them. It's just taking the time and all of the packing materials, and then it's okay, we've had to rearrange our space so many times, so it's okay, well, this is the amount of space that we have, so if we keep all of this packing materials for all of this stuff, it just just weighing out what's worth it. Really large items we've tried to stop picking up again, unless they're going to sell very quickly. Because again, of just space where we're at now, we don't have a warehouse or anything to store all of
it. So to answer your question, yes, if it has a great 90-day sell-through rate or it's a certain profitable percentage,
we'll sell it.
But you focus on certain things, I'm assuming.
We have our favorites, man. I'm a 80s kid, so 80s, 90s nostalgia to the core.
Yeah, I'm 80s, 90s. I'm the same way.
And what I've learned is I will buy, collections of stuff, and I might keep them for a little while, but I have no problem selling them because I've learned, I found the He-Man castle 4 times now. I just
exactly, yeah.
There's so much stuff out there. I get to enjoy it for a shirt, and I know somebody else really likes it or wants it. So.
Yeah.
That Rugrats shirt you're wearing, I think you're wearing a Rugrats shirt, right? In one of your videos. Is that vintage? Is that vintage from the 90s? I thought it was pretty cool. I
don't have any vintage. I've got a couple of Rugrats, but they're all modern.
Yeah.
If you find a vintage Rugrats shirt, you get some big money. Do you know the history?
I was whoa.
On Rugrats? So, do you know the history on Rugrats?
I used to love Rugrats. I don't know like a history of it or anything.
When you find the stuff, you're typically, we had a Rugrats hat with a Universal Studios tag because Rugrats was one of the companies that they did not allow to sell in major department stores for their beginning in the 90s. Yeah, you could only buy it at the parks. So when you find early 90s Rugrats gear, like you got some exclusive stuff. That's why you don't see a lot of vintage Rugrats. You find the toys and stuff, but you don't find.
Yeah, I was gonna say I knew it was expensive, but I didn't know it was like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Grumpy Picker says I know how to pack glass. So. Yeah, see, I don't. I don't know if I want to. I'm just gonna be honest.
Somebody Side Hustle Preacher said Super Soakers. Now Super Soakers, if you see those, I've missed out on a couple $200 Super Soakers. So
really
big money in vintage Super Soakers.
I didn't know that. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I need to be paying attention to that because see, I didn't know. Super Soaker. See, that's why these are great because you learn all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but I've seen a lot of people get it with glass. A rural squirrel, Kristen, I think it was her that just posted that she found something at the bins. I forget what it is. It's one of those like flute, the weird like carnival glass style or whatever, and it's real thin glass. And she had found that, and I think those are really valuable, aren't they? Do you know what I'm talking about?
They kind of like a little bit of a bulb at the bottom, and then really thin and tall.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're called because
Moreno.
There you go.
Moreno. Okay,
Moreno.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know anything about it.
We did just recently. Actually, I just packed it up today. We found at Goodwill. 2 Fenton glass pieces, which is like Fenton is one of the only glass names that I know. And it was, we even like sat there and debated, like it was only $9, and I was just like, oh, like okay, it looks like they'll maybe sell for this. Like I think that's worth it. I can pack up 2 little glass pieces, but I was like, it really has to be worth it these days.
And we got
for me to want to pick up glass.
We got 3 offers that night, like once it listed.
Wow. Yeah, so it looks like we got 25 people in the chat. So go ahead and hit the thumbs up and help out the algorithm and all that.
Make sure his thumbs up is working, guys. So if you just got to do it and tell somebody else to try it.
That's right. Thank you.
Just double check.
Sometimes it's not working. So give it check it out. Organic Shane said, Rex is real deal 90s hipster gear. Oh, I lost it. 90s gear at this point. Said, that's awesome. Supreme ain't got nothing on the Rugrats lime green snapback. For real.
Sure.
We cleaned out a storage unit and had kids Rugrats shirts in there.
Yeah,
and people were buying them for $30 and $40
for like a toddler shirt.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
That's crazy. See, it's wild what people that just love wearing vintage and want their kids wearing it. That Harley, it was like a hog Harley from the 70s. Is that what it was?
It was a 2T, and we sold it for like $90. I'm like,
we bought 50 cents.
Toddler and anything that costs more than $10 because they're just gonna.
Yeah,
that's
same.
Well, we debated on that. Some of the free stuff we were getting, they were vintage kids clothes and like local baseball tees, local, the little sponsored tees. I started walking through Old Navy and I was like, Old Navy's selling reprinted graphic tees to our kids. Why not try to sell authentic? And we've had people like buy them within a day of listing kids generic vintage t-shirts.
Wow, really? See, we put up some kids stuff, and of course, maybe we didn't have what was needed, but of course, that was forever ago. Has that been recently that you've done that?
Yeah, we had.
Yeah, they were true vintage, like local baseball team, like Little League,
local
shirts.
Transmission stop.
But like
baseball shirt.
We had somebody.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they were very cool.
That's super cool. Housewife Thrift says, sounds like I need to go through my parents' attic to find my childhood Super Soaker.
100%.
Absolutely.
Well, you said you went through your closet, right? Josh? You went through your closet and started. Yeah. Look, even if you don't want to do this full time or even part time, one thing I've learned about this, and I mean, even with other investments I've done and endeavors, like you said, hobbies and entrepreneurial type things that have failed. And one thing I've learned is it's good to pick up something with value. Like my kids play the Nintendo Switch. And so I always say, don't get the digital, get the actual game, because these games, even now, you don't, a lot of people take them to Game Exchange or whatever and will get pennies on the dollar, but you can put them up on Facebook Marketplace and get just like, even if you're not trying to make money, you spend 30 and then or buy it used for 30 and then go back, you beat the game in 2 weeks, sell it for 30. And then, and so it's really good to pick up stuff that has value. I'm a sneaker guy, so I always am looking for shoes for cheap that I know I can resell once, which I'm not even reselling because I'm loving them. But I try to get something that I know is going to keep value over time. And that's something I always try to tell people, like, you can, even if you're not reselling, you can keep from spending money on your own clothing if you just recycle stuff. Because people want to spend money, and you can have nice stuff. People don't realize that. And it's been a whole new world for me. Running for the King says, I avoid glass and really don't want to learn it. I feel that way about a lot of things. There's some things that people do great on. I'm like, nope, I'm not learning. Game says, sorry, I'm late. Hey, man, it's all good. Glad you're here. What is this? Some are huge, over 3 feet tall.
I think the merino glass faces.
Oh, wow.
I would never. I wouldn't even look at it. No, thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Do you guys ever sell the what is it, the like Christmas, what is it called, blow mold? Do you ever sell them? Yeah,
I got a shed full of them right now. It's like
a love-hate relationship.
Really? Are they hard to sell? I know a lot of people love them.
Not hard to sell. You gotta.
They're just really big boxes.
Yeah, we sold a 5 foot. No, thankfully. We sold a 5 foot Santa Claus and broke his foot off, like in the box. The buyer, I sent a picture and was like, and honestly, I had misquoted the shipping. The shipping was going to be $150, and I charged him like $45.
Oh, ouch!
So I sent him a photo back and I was like, look, man, I broke it. Like, and he was like, I get it. It's happened to mine before. I know these are old. No problem. Send him the refund. Now we just taped it up and put it on our porch.
Just cancel it. It's fine.
But once again, networking. So I have a lady who directly, now I'm not going to get my eBay comp, but if I get them for $5 and $10, she'll pay $60 a piece for them from me. So saves me on shipping, unless I have one that's like, the $200-$300 range, and then I'll try to work on shipping.
Yeah. Arkansas Picker. And I've seen this with a lot of game resellers. A lot of the video game people I've noticed said they don't smoke. But it says, I've never smoked a day in my life, but I'll be sporting some Marlboro like I earned it. I see people that sell it like crazy.
Yeah.
And people wear that, and they're like, I don't even smoke, but I guess it just looks cool. So they make
quite a bit of that. Because the big Philip Morris factory is about 30 minutes north of us.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So locally, it probably sells really good.
A lot of the employees, the retired guys,
had so much of it that they earned.
Went to an estate sale, and this lady had a trunk full of new old stock, all cigarette company T-shirts.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, all kinds of, it's crazy. Water bottles and sunglasses.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I've heard it sells good. What was that one? Oh, yeah. You guys do Whatnot. You guys do pretty good on that?
It's
your face.
Like, I said yes if you don't mind stuff going cheap, because like a lot of the stuff we're getting for free, we're picking through, and what we'll do is we'll stock up till we have about 30 or 40 items. Because once again, I got them for free. If I can turn that free into a $250 night, awesome.
Yeah. See, that's really cool. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So, am I going to source at the thrift store and try to sell and whatnot? No. It's a reseller market on there, unless you're dealing with card breaks or new and packaged collectibles, things like that.
Yeah. Well, we have like tubs full of clothes that we thought about doing it, but I do a giveaway every week, so I've been doing mystery boxes, so that's also good for giveaways.
Yeah.
And we like some of the stuff I just get, and it's been it sits, and I just haven't gone through it because it's not what I focus on. And
we hate taking pictures of clothes for listings, so we just threw it all in tubs, and we were like,
but people like it, like people that viewed the channel. I know I've sent some stuff, like Forrest Resales, who comes on occasionally. He was one of the first mystery boxes I sent, and I mean, he sold the first item. He sold one item for $70, and we paid like $1 or $2 for, you know. And so I was like, so that helps me, you know. It also promotes me, and it helps other resellers. So, so there's multiple things you can do, you know. Just like I said, being creative. We thought about Whatnot, but man, it's so hard I don't know how you guys do it, because keeping up with so much YouTube, the reselling, family. I was like, I heard Whatnot, you got to be active. So
yeah, and I think that's some of the struggle with it is like I don't feel like we get enough of the inventory that we would want to sell on Whatnot, like regularly enough to keep up with Whatnot. Like I think we had like stored up, and we were able to do like 4 weeks in a row because of the surplus that we had.
Yeah.
And, you know, we bought like 30 t-shirts at an estate sale and just had other stuff that we had gotten. But then after that, it's like it took a couple more weeks to build up to have, you know, another show with like
we announced
30
to them,
items.
Don't come back next week. We won't be here. But we're like, keep following us, because we'll schedule a live a week out just to let you know. When we find a big bulk, you'll get the best deal. Like, that's the way we've promoted it. We're not going to, you can build an audience, but like you said, Keith, you might as well stop doing YouTube if you're going to try to build that as your seller.
That was my
platform.
Yeah. Like, I think if we, you know, again, if we had the inventory to do it every week, sure, we would probably do it every week, because it does move stuff really quickly. And, you know, it's like in 2 hours of your time to get it all moved out. But we just don't have it like that. So
well, if you guys are cool, that we're gonna go ahead and put you guys on the spot. We're gonna do a couples game. So
all right,
we'll see if you do as bad as me and my wife do, or if you do as good as Coco and Chewy do. They didn't miss a beat. It's like they knew what questions we were gonna ask. And I mean, I was like, wow, Amber was like, one of the questions, which we're not doing this time, I'm assuming, the Disney. One of them was the Disney. What's your favorite Disney princess? Not. She's like, what's my favorite Disney princess?
You would know that one.
See, I don't know. I was like, I didn't know you had a favorite Disney princess.
Of course I
don't consider her a princess, but I know who it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So it's Belle. I learned that, but
so
you know that.
If I fail, it's because I care more about her heart. And
there you go. That's how you do it. While she's getting some questions, she's gonna get some things set up here so we get the right questions. Did you guys get paper and pen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So just get that ready. I'm gonna read a few of these comments, and then we'll get into this. If you want to keep doing that. Or Organic Poison said, "I barely pay $9 for my child to outgrow it by the end of the weekend." Exactly.
Yeah.
Uncle Charlie's in the house, so hey, Uncle Charlie. Five Below. What's Five Below? Five Below does that. You guys know?
It's another lower end retail store that they were supposed to have everything 5 and below, but now they're selling like $10 and $15 items. But
yeah, 10 and 15 and up.
Yeah.
Kind of like dollar store,
Yeah, Dollar Tree is now $1.25.
Yeah.
Organic Poison. I wonder if do you wear that, Shane? Do you wear Marlboro? He says the red gear said looks sick. He said any good way.
Yeah, we sold a few t-shirts of that stuff for $60 to $70.
I feel like we had a Marvel jacket that you're like, I kind of like it. I want to keep it, but same thing. It's like, I don't smoke.
Yeah, I know. Really cool. It would be really weird, like, because that's the thing. We got what was that? We got a hat, and I thought it looked really cool. It's Lucky Strikes, and it was super cool, and it just looked cool. And I was thinking, you know, a lot of people would have thought, like, why are you promoting that? And I'm like, it's not that. I mean, that's not even around anymore. It's
right.
At least to me, it was just kind of a cool looking shirt, or hat. But you know, for us, we got to be kind of careful. Just some of the people that follow us, we don't want to do anything to strike anyone's conscience for us, but I don't have a problem with it. I think it's pretty cool. Wes Malone said, how about concert t-shirt now, sell later? What's that? How about concert? I don't know if I'm reading that right.
Saying like if he's picking, like Taylor Swift just did her big tour, is it worth picking them up now to wait and see if they're, worth it down the road?
Oh.
I'm not for that. I do think a lot of, sure, if there's a new toy line that's really cool now, like we did some toys for Dino Trucks, which was a Netflix only series. I could see those being valuable in 10 more years, but I don't I don't want.
Yeah, I'm not wanting to unless it's something I want to hold on for a collection anyway.
Personally, yes.
Yeah,
I do that with video games, and that's a future investment. Plus, it's nostalgia. Kids play some of the old games I used to play, and
right.
It's more like that. I think Jason. Do you? Is this the Jason that was at Retropalooza? I'm not sure. Looks like him. You guys know Jason?
No, but I know a jacket that we just sold recently.
I picked up a Jeff Gordon NASCAR jacket at a yard sale for $20. Oh wow, 150 plus shipping. Yeah, that's what's up. He looks familiar. So, well, anyways, Jason, thanks for coming in. I know sometimes people come in and their name's different than what I know them from somewhere else. Like their Instagram name's different than YouTube. So yeah, that's super cool. Do you buy Bibles to sell? I know people that have. I don't. I can't do it because if I buy Bibles to give away.
Right.
I don't think it's wrong if people do that because I buy Bibles, so I don't think it's wrong that if you can make money off of selling something that's a good thing to sell. I don't have a problem with it. I know some people do, but I personally don't do it. I just give them away. But what about you guys? What do you?
I don't think we have. I've tried to look at them because I'm the same as you. Like I'm not gonna go get this. Bible that's still new because yes, sadly the store is going to sell them for $40 or $50. Down. I've looked at like the big coffee table family Bibles.
Oh
the old ones.
And then I've
for
still
decoration and stuff.
For more of the kind of nostalgic decor. Yeah. But yet and still, it seems like everyone I've picked up, I'm like, oh, $15. This is really big. How fast is it going to sell?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Have you sold that Side Hustle Preacher? Have you done well on that, or have you even tried it? So just
if you watch Commonwealth Picker, that Joker seems to find the $60 and $70 bottles all the time.
Yeah. Well, he finds everything good all the time.
Yeah, for a quarter.
Jason, absolutely. Grumpy Picker loves some NASCAR. Grumpy Picker's name is Grumpy Picker, but you're a very happy, kind guy. So I probably shouldn't have said that. I don't want to mess up your name there. So, but no, Grumpy Picker's awesome. Been great. Coming in every live, always supporting everybody. Shane said I wouldn't want a piece of glass that tall, even to not resell. A person would be responsible for accidentally break it. Look, I spill stuff all the time and drop stuff.
With the kids
Kristen said I like that. Sorry, go ahead.
Working. There you go. I was going to say a big piece of glass like that wouldn't survive in our home. Like
not even a day.
No, especially with Jude. Mm-hmm. Our little 2-year-old, he's a
glass breaker.
He's a lovely child.
No said. There you go. Yep.
No, he's wonderful, but man, he's probably been our most defiant of all. But he's wonderful, but he probably would break it. So thank you, Kristen, for making sure the button worked. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked the like button, make sure you do that. Are you ready for the thing? Okay, I'm just going to kind of go through these real quick so I don't miss them. Whatnot had about 8 vintage new old stock. He was getting 60 to 8 each. Wow, that's awesome for Marlboro. Marble.
I know that's hard to say.
Kristen says I would do great on Whatnot.
You would. I mean, you would do great. Yeah.
Well,
it's a lot of fun, but like what everybody's saying, if you can't do a consistency, don't give that expectation.
Yeah. Side Hustle Preacher sells everything. Running for the King. I like clothes better if I had dedicated space to photograph them. Yeah.
We bought a dedicated space.
Yep.
Yeah.
On Marketplace.
Happy Picker says our death pile is 80% clothing. Yeah. Well, that's how ours, because we don't want to go through it.
Clothing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll get back to these questions, but we're going to put you guys on the spot. So don't. If you get it right, then you're just going to make me feel more guilty for not knowing things. But
yeah, no. we'll see what Keith knows as
well. But I'm like you, man, because it's one of those things that it's like, it's the heart's more important to me.
It is. It's.
How long have you guys been married?
He doesn't even know that.
No, that's not true. It was November 27th of. Let me see, what year was that? I'm trying to remember what year it was. But it's been 13 years.
The year of the Lord.
Yeah, this year's 13 years.
Okay. Yeah, 13.
I just couldn't remember. I just don't remember what year that was.
2010.
2010. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're
So
pretty
we
close.
were married almost about the same time. We got married
Oh,
in 2011, so it'll be 12 years
12 years.
this year.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. So this year's 13.
Okay, so how this works is I'll ask Brittany,
Oh,
what is Josh's? We'll start with the first one. What's Josh's favorite, let's say, junk food?
Okay.
So
You're
you're
gonna write it down.
yeah, I guess no, you would write it down.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what
Yeah,
happens. You both will write it down, and then you show it to the camera.
And we
So-
see if they're both the same.
Yeah. So we'll see if they're both the same. So this is for Josh.
Specific.
Favorite junk food. You know what mine is because I like junk food.
You got quite a few.
I got quite a few.
favorite junk foods.
How
Right,
how
do it have to
specific do we have to be?
Specific.
I know.
I mean, if you want to be, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's not.
Whatever you think he would write down. See,
I mean, the only thing that
it's
would be-
specific.
Would yours be the dill pickle chips?
Oh, you're writing too long.
Yes.
No, but it helps.
Yours would just be chips. and
Yeah,
dip.
mine's chips in general. That's...
Okay.
I want to say you wrote a lot longer than me.
All right, you guys ready? Go ahead, Josh. You put yours up first, and we'll. All right. So
Any flavored chips.
any flavor chips? See, come on. See, any
Okay.
flavor chips.
Well, I said chips.
Chips. There you go.
Look,
Okay,
we
see,
were the same.
that's how it
We're the
is.
same.
Okay. Do you want to ask
Okay,
her the same
yeah.
question?
So now,
Flip it around.
Brittany's favorite. What is Brittany's favorite junk food?
Junk food.
This-
That's the
oh,
only thing
okay.
I get for you. Or
I'm trusting my gut here.
Junk food.
I'm gonna consider it junk food.
Okay.
Do we get graded on spelling? Okay.
No,
There's no autocorrect
I
on
would have to know how to spell to grade you.
Okay. So I put mine. I put it up first now.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Okay. It's cereal.
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 That's a good one.
Ding ding ding.
Yes, there you go. Good job.
That's great.
Nice,
No,
nice.
somebody had to go get milk at 10 o'clock the other night so we could have cereal.
Yeah, we know about
What
those
kind
kind
of
of.
cereal?
I don't have a favorite. I'm one of those type of people that like I'll eat one type of cereal until I hate it, and then I'll move on to the next one. So right now, consistently, it's been Reese's Puffs. I've been eating that.
Nice.
for, like,
That's
I
what
feel like
Dude Perfect got. You guys ever watch Dude Perfect?
Mhm.
Okay, I think his favorite was Reese's Puffs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when he kicks all the other boxes across
Yeah.
the room. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, Josh, we'll ask you this one first. What size shoe does Brittany wear?
Oh,
Oh goodness.
He would not know.
Is that it? Hold on. Is it that? No, is it 8? Because that one was an 8. No, that was 8. Yeah. And it
Don't
was-
wear a 8 in men's.
no, that was an 8 in men's. And it was like 2 sizes too big for
Okay.
you. Oh, go ahead. All right. All right, go ahead.
All right. So
Who's first? Who goes first?
Who's first?
Josh.
Josh, go ahead.
she is a 8 wide.
An
8. Okay. Well,
No,
close.
no. She's got like wide.
You got 8 right. So
It is 8.
just go there. Say the W was for win.
It's
8.
for women.
Women.
Yeah.
Women.
Yeah.
That's right.
You go look in my closet. There's not a single wide shoe in there.
What did you just do at the thrift store? You go, let's see if these fit my feet. They're an 8.
I wouldn't know that.
But yeah. Size eight.
Oh, man.
I said 8. I was close.
Yeah, but that's not it.
Okay.
You
Well, I was
got a pair of
close.
8 shoes, they ain't gonna fit.
Well, I was close. All right, go ahead.
All right, now we gotta
Did
see
we?
if Brittany.
Oh yeah. Do you know his size shoe? I
did.
feel like it would be easier because we never go buy stuff. And all right, go ahead.
I don't know what size shoe you wear.
All right, go ahead.
You good.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Brittany.
He wears an 11.
Ding, ding, ding.
There you go. Nice. You guys are doing good.
Okay, let's say, which this one may be easy, but I don't know. Maybe I can rule out thrift stores or garage sales. But okay, so let's say
Okay.
if Josh won $100, which store would he go spend it all? And you can't say like
For reselling. or for-
Goodwill,
Yeah.
like just like to treat himself. Like what would he do?
If you want $100, what store would you go? I don't know.
Everything we do, we go buy to resale.
I know.
I mean, that is
And
true.
not a thrift store.
All right, there is stuff that I would buy to use and then resell later. That's the only clue I'll give you.
$100.
Yes.
I can't think of anywhere.
Oh my gosh. All right, we need marriage counseling, people.
So we need marriage. If you need marriage counseling, we need like therapy.
You don't go buy anything for yourself ever. So how am I supposed to know?
I'm the same way. She's like,
you
you
go
need.
buy chips.
Oh.
$100 worth of chips.
That's true.
Grocery store.
Yeah, the grocery store. Beef jerky this week.
Yes.
It's just an out there guess.
Okay.
Ooh, that's ugly writing.
Somebody said, "Yepers."
Okay. What'd you put?
All right. Go ahead.
A disc golf store.
Oh, okay.
Disc golf.
Okay. Well, I don't know of a disc golf store. But I
Is there a disc golf store?
No, there's not. But
do.
I would buy
It's
it.
not like
I would buy it online.
the disc golf
Oh.
store.
But
Like,
you did put the right one.
I said, play it again.
Okay. There you go.
That is the
There you go.
physical
That's
store where I get disc golf.
I'm gonna let our
that is
daughter-
called the disc golf store. That was good.
That counts for sure.
I didn't know if she knew the name, so I was trying to be as vague as possible.
Is that the last one?
Oh, we got to do.
Oh yeah, we got to do for her.
Oh, okay. What store would I go to if I
Oh,
got
that's
$100?
easy.
Is it easy?
Yeah.
Probably is easy. I'll just say it.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's gonna be right back. She's got to go change one of the little ones. So.
You're drawing.
Are you drawing a store?
Here's the door. Here's the section she goes to first.
Oh, so he's got it down.
Hold on. Housewife Thrift said, but you wouldn't be able to resell the chips. Hold on now.
Oh yeah, I've resell. I know people that resell food.
Yep, me too.
You go to places like Big Lots, they got those brands that don't show up on the East Coast all the time. Yes,
Yeah,
one bag for me, 2 bags to resell.
You could just be like Rachel and sell a bubble chip.
One chip, yeah.
Yeah, I know. We bought on eBay Reese's peanut brittle, or peanut butter. It's the peanut brittle flavor of a Reese's because that's my favorite. I'm addicted to it, and we buy it when the season's out. So I know you can resell. I know people that have resold Monster drinks. Man, there was a lot of things during this. There was a lot of things. I apologize, guys. There's been a lot of things being said in the chat. So go ahead, man. Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Okay. I said Target.
Target.
Yeah. Target. I was starting to draw the target, and then
and then it just turned into a blob.
yeah, it just turned weird. But
Well,
yeah,
you guys did very, very, very well. Very well. My wife usually finds this thing for me. So I'm gonna wait for her, but let's go through some of these, and that's gonna be the last after she gets back. That's the last thing we'll do, and then we'll close out with the giveaway. But I just want to go through some of these in the chat. Let's see. Organic Poison said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Side Hustle Preacher said, "I have a Joe Camel koozie for sale in my store." Yeah, I think Joe Camel can sell pretty well. Of course, I don't know a lot about it. Some people wear things solely for the ironing. Absolutely. And these days, people will pay good money for ironic gear. That's for sure. And have you seen some of those fashion shows where the people are wearing dresses that are on sideways?
I've never ever understood like high fashion.
I mean, even now it's really weird. They'll like, some of them have a dress that is disconnected from their body. I don't get it.
Like it's got to be meant more of like art at this point in time. Like
That's
it's just,
right.
like, moving
No.
art. Like there's no way.
Or deconstruction of art, maybe.
no,
Yeah.
we're like a few years away from the Hunger Games, and that's
Oh.
a district.
This is Jason that does some repairs for you. What's up, man? It didn't look like you on the picture. He does some repairs for me. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, he's hooked me up and helped me with some consoles, getting them fixed. So
Oh, that's
I
cool.
realized who it was. You look a lot different in the picture, this little small picture.
Yeah, I was saying high fashion just looks like the district from the Hunger Games. So
Yeah,
District
yeah, exactly. Which who dresses that way in the real world?
no.
So, I picked up a $75 Bible at a yard sale not too long ago. It sold in about 2 weeks. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have not sold any Bibles, but I did buy a 350-year-old. See, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I would have for me personally, like you said, collectible or artwork, 350-year-old KJV page of numbers. Yeah, see, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's using that for a reference Bible. I think they're probably collecting that.
Yeah. So I know Emerald Shine's really wanting to win this giveaway we're going to do in a little bit. Said he wants it. It's his birthday in a few days. Amber is a great producer. I know Keith would just get sidetracked. See, Shane lived with us for a little while. He knows I would get sidetracked. But I get sidetracked so much. Well, thanks for coming in, running for the king. And, yeah, go get some sleep. Thanks for coming in. Happy Picker said, you're all just young pups. Your preacher says I'm starting to feel old. Well, don't feel old. It's like people say, age is like wine. It just gets better as time goes. Said your face was everything. I think that's whenever he said, what was it that you said earlier? And you're like, oh, the wide, the foot, 8 wide. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna. How do I find this thing then? So we're gonna do one last game. It's a giveaway, and then I'm gonna look over we're gonna do the drawing for the video game giveaway. But I don't know if you guys have watched it live, but what we do is at the end of the show, we do a quiplash, and we let everybody in the chat comment, and based on what they think you guys would like, according to the quiplash, and then whoever you guys choose win the giveaway. Okay. Now, if you just won recently, it will go to the next person. Is my video slowing down?
Nope.
I think it's okay now.
Okay. Because I know it was kind of bogging down for a second. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, there it goes. I might need to tell the kids to step off for a minute. It looks like it's slowing down. Oh, it's that ad. Click it. I think it's glitching out on us. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, you're still good.
I think that's a pretty good one.
This one?
Yeah, we haven't done that one yet. Have we done that one?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So basically the rules, if you haven't played, I know a lot of people have. So what we do is we put up this quiplash. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. And what we do is the comic strip gives a one statement, and then there's an empty quote box. And everybody's going to type in what they think you guys would like, and then you pick who the winner is.
Okay.
And we will give them 2 minutes. So go ahead, guys. I'm going to start the time. So for all of you, you can type as many answers as you want. So do you want me to be reading them, or do you want to read them as we go down?
Yeah, we'll read them.
All right. So, all right, guys. So go ahead. We are starting the timer now. And obviously they're 15 seconds behind. So it may take a minute. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I see the first one there. This is quite shocking. Okay.
Is that the first one? Yeah, that's probably the first one. Yeah, they're like I said, they're like 15 seconds behind, so they're probably there they go. Oh goodness. Okay. All right.
Seltzer is all that matters.
Han shot first. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
I should have resold the chips I bought. Zumba. What do you mean I can't take my death call with me? Nobody wants to take their death call with me. Buy low, sell high, give all the glory to God.
Amen.
I didn't mean to guess your weight wrong.
Nice. That's a shame. That's pretty. I like that. Chris Van is high. I don't know if that's an answer, but that would be pretty good. If that's accidental, good to see Chris Van Nutter, but you should keep that as an answer. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds left.
Which one do you like so far?
I pay your bills. Your fit is fire.
gonna ride the light.
I'm gonna ride the light. Nice. Want to play Minecraft?
I think this thing is unplugged.
Wow.
Which one do you think?
All right. All right. The timer's done. So go ahead and I know people. There will still be some coming in as it goes through.
Which one?
I'd like to do the electric slide. Can I use the restroom? Listen before the switch is thrown. I have sales to ship.
I mean, obviously that one's kind of funny.
Okay.
I think everything is in now. So, oh wow, there's a lot we didn't even see. All right, you got what you want.
Yep, Brittany picked a good one. It is, don't let my wife see my death pile.
Said by
I think
Coco
I saw that.
Chewy.
There we go. Yay, Coco and Chewy. So they were just on last week. So
I think
there
she's
you
really
go.
thinking if I was in the electric chair. Like she's really thinking that's me.
Nice. And that's the point. They're trying to think what you
See?
would like. So
They
way to
just
go,
didn't-
Coco and Chewy. Good job. So they're going to win a giveaway, mystery box. I know I'm backed up. I know, Anthony, you are getting yours. Don't worry. I wanted to wait because just in case, because Anthony was on this giveaway. All right, I'm going to look. This is the last thing we're doing, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming in and joining in. But I know some of you are waiting for the giveaway. I am going to see if anybody else entered. If nobody else entered. Oh, what just happened? I'm going to see if anybody else entered into this. Uh-oh, am I slowing down?
No,
And
we still hear you.
I'm trying to see if they I don't think anybody else did enter in, so give me just a second. Why is this going so weird? I'm gonna do it on my phone because it's being really weird. My internet or my YouTube over here is acting really funky. So I don't think anybody else entered in though. Let's see. I apologize about that, guys. Shorts, here we go.
Trying every door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like. Yeah, nobody else entered in, so I think we're good. Yeah, okay, nobody else. Oh, Grumpy Picker just entered in. Okay. All right, so I got to add 2 more people here. All right. All right, guys, so we're just wheel of names, and I'll share the screen one more time. Let's see. I have to be present to win. But if you, well, yeah, they don't have to be present to win because some people might have not been able to, and some of the people have been waiting for a while. So let me share the screen. Is my thing bogging down, or is it just my computer's acting weird?
Yeah, it's been catching up, so looks good.
I think it's okay now.
Okay. Okay, so there were 2 people in here that were on a live that I was able to put them on for 3 people, able to put them down 3 times. I looked, and there was only like 7 people that did that, but they didn't enter. Actually, Grumpy Picker did enter, and so you just commented, I think, man. So I'm gonna have to put. Why is it being so slow? So Grumpy Picker actually gets to go in because he's one of them. And did you just do this, Grumpy Picker? Because I didn't see you on there before, but now I just saw you in 3 times because you're live. I did a live a few weeks back where if they came in, they were able to have their name entered 3 times if they joined in the entry as it was. And then I have to add Shane on here. All right, so we got a few people here. 3 are on here 3 times. That's that. You want to see if I see anybody else there? I just want to make sure that nobody else was.
Anthony, you are on there.
Yes, Anthony, you're on there 3 times. So let's see. Coco and Chewy, Yeah, I think they're supposed to be on there too. Yeah. Okay. I thought I had you on here. On the 3 times thing though. And Happy Picker. Oh, look, they're gonna. I don't think she was on the 3 things. Okay, let's see.
Will ask if he was on there.
I did put you on here, I thought, but thanks for asking, just in case. Oh, nope, I didn't put you on there. And you were on there. You were also on there 3 times. So we got. I'm just gonna put Will because I know who you are. All right, so we got 11 names in here.
I'm excited to see
Is
who
there
wins.
anybody else? Coco, did you share this? Let me just look because I didn't see you on here because part of it was to comment and share. But you know what, Coco? Since you're awesome,
You added her.
did I add it? Okay, yeah, I did add you. Yeah, I did. Did you comment?
So there's 27 entries. She thought she did.
Okay. Well, if you didn't, you're getting your name on there. So.
There you
All
go.
right, so yeah, so it should be good. Maybe you didn't, but you're on here either way. So, all right. So what we will do? So we're gonna spin. Everybody can see this. All right, drum roll. I can't do the drum roll while I spin, so I'm gonna have to click. Here we go. Let's spin. Oh. Ryan Davison, isn't that straight game? Ryan Davison, is he on here tonight? I know he said, I really, really, really want this. He was one of the first to enter in, so I know he's going to be super happy. So let me film this, and in case he's not on here, because I know he can't get on all the lives. So, guys, Ryan Davison just won the Swicket and 2 giveaway. So
that is awesome.
Oh, I hear baby. So
yeah,
all right,
is
well,
running because we have those those fun little children. So
I don't know who that is.
oh,
Shane said my name is obviously Ryan.
obviously Ryan.
Congrats, Ryan. Everybody say congrats. I don't think he's easily on here, but I thought it was Jason, but I don't think it is because he's not on Instagram. He's yeah. It might be him. I'm going to find out. I know there he is. Oh, no. He's Ryan, you're not. No, he's not Jason because it's Ryan Davidson. Okay, because Jason is Davison. Okay, yeah. Way to go, Ryan. He's so excited because I really, really, really want to win. So, well, hey, there you go. So here's the deal, guys. Follow us on YouTube or subscribe to us. Share this with your friends. Helps us out. We give away giveaways every single week. Then when we hit 1,000, I'm going to do another really big banger game or console. I'm still thinking about it. So give me to 1,000. We'll do another giveaway. If you haven't won a giveaway yet, you're bound eventually because I do one every single week. And I'm thinking about doing some Instagram, like little single, like $20 games and $30 pieces of clothes, just some little things here and there on Instagram as well. So keep checking in. We'll keep doing giveaways. And thank you guys for coming in. And if you guys have not subscribed to Flip's Fine Fun, my computer's being really weird. I may need you to do. If I can get somebody in the to share their link. Oh, that's right. I still got to figure out how to do that. Well, I think they can share. Okay, here I can get it right here. You guys have not subscribed to that content, and you guys going to be doing lives again?
Yeah, we were gonna actually just talk about that real quick. Definitely check our channel out. But just wanted to let you guys know we do this thing. We haven't done it in about a year, but the reseller bracket challenge. Okay, the winners really get nothing. It's a really fun time. But what we do is it's really just people that are on YouTube reselling. You're putting content out. we pick one item that you found and we pin it against somebody randomly else in the bracket, and the live chat gets to vote on who goes on to the next round based on one item found, or sometimes one lot found. Like if you found a box full of, 64 games, like, I would count that as one buy.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. It's all voted on by the chat. It's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
And we're rolling out all of our bracket entries, and the Pickin Preacher will be on there. Okay, so it's not a lot of work that anybody has to do. You don't really have to do a lot except put content out. That's all that people have to do in the chat. So.
And really, that's not even required.
No, no. We do more of the homework, watching everyone's videos and finding stuff and all that. But it's a really good time. It's a great way to learn about some bolos, some really good stuff that's selling for good money or quick flips. And we've gotten every complaint under the sun, but I just want everybody to know that a 400 sub channel won the last one against Harry Tornado, against Mountain Man Treasure, Primetime Treasure. So it's not about your audience. It's about your item.
It's just about the item.
It's about what people are interested in. So it's a really fun time. So we'll be putting out some more information on that. And it's just a really cool hangout live show.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, so keep up with these folks. Flips finds fun. I just shared it. I'm gonna share it one more time on here, and go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, and we'll have a lot of fun. And they have a lot of fun. So thanks for checking it out, guys. We will see you. Well, I mean, I'll see you guys on Instagram, but I'll see you on the YouTube live next week. Oh, one announcement. The month I'm starting in June, I will be doing with my kids. I'm going to do a thing called the Pickin Preacher Plays. And so for those that do like gaming and stuff, I will be playing with the kids, like old retro games and stuff like that. So it'll be a time with them. And so you guys can come in, and it's just a hangout time. So we'll be starting that. We haven't decided if it's going to be once a month or once a week, but it'll be a lot of fun. So, keep in touch, and we're excited. And I will be getting these giveaways out. I promise. It's just a lot of work. So thanks for coming in, guys. I really appreciate it. And until next time,
thanks so much.
Yeah,
guys, get the Pickin Preacher to 1,000 like tomorrow.
That's right. That's absolutely. Then it's another giveaway. So
yeah.
All right. Well, God bless everybody. Thanks for coming in. All of you that came in, you are awesome. So see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.